Now back to Barbie and Rapunzel on
Camcorder Cameron here. I'm back. So I've come to you today to talk about Barbie. I was once a little princess who liked to play with dolls, and my dolls of choice were Barbie branded. I was advertised to hardcore from a very young age, and I ate that shit up. I fell for it, and I loved being advertised to, and I loved getting what I wanted. I love to play with Barbie dolls. I loved Barbie.com, and I especially loved a good Barbie movie. So today we are going to be revisiting some of my favorite Barbie movies from childhood. I thought this was the perfect time to do this since in July we're going to be getting a live action Barbie movie. So there's a lot of Barbie discourse going on, and I loved Barbie, so I have to have a word in, you know? So first, we are going to be watching Barbie as Rapunzel. Classic Barbie movie. When I was a little girl, Tangled had not come out yet, so there was no like Disney princess Rapunzel. This was my introduction to the Rapunzel fairy tale, was seeing Barbie as Rapunzel. So, you know, that's kind of iconic of me, and I really appreciate Barbie for giving us this movie. This was the second ever Barbie movie released. It released to DVD and VHS October 1st, 2002. Barbie as Rapunzel was directed by Owen Hurley. He's directed multiple Barbie movies, and he also directed Casper's Haunted Christmas, so that's cool. Barbie and the characters in this movie, they were captured from very primitive motion capture technology, okay? This is the early 2000s, so that's how we get this beautiful, like, weird 3D animation style. That's so nostalgic to moi.
Using those sensors, the computer replaced Maria's movements seamlessly with Barbie's, creating remarkable lifelike sequences.
And also something that I'm going to be bringing up multiple times in this video is the title, Barbie as Rapunzel. In the Barbie universe, it's like Barbie the doll is an actress, and she plays all these different characters in the Barbie movies. So in this movie, Barbie stars as Rapunzel. And now's a good time to bring up our queen, Kelly Sheridan. She is the voice actor for Barbie in pretty much every single Barbie movie and everything, which is really impressive. She also voices Starlight Glimmer in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, so you may know her from that as well. First off, we're going to be watching a classic trailer from the movie.
With her first smash hit movie, she became a screen star. Now, from the creators of Barbie and the Nutcracker comes an all-new fantasy adventure to surpass your grandest dream. Barbie starring in Barbie as Rapunzel.
See how they say Barbie starring in Barbie as Rapunzel? Because Barbie herself, be who you want to be, she's an actress right now, okay? And right now she's an actress playing Rapunzel. Let's get into it. You know, she's well known for her Slay in the Nutcracker, her first ever debut Barbie movie, but here she is again, back and better than ever. She said Elsa who? Yeah, platinum blonde braid. Barbie Rapunzel started that shit, okay? Okay, so this trailer cracks me up because it does not seem like a trailer. It's like a montage of just moments from the movie put together with music on top of it. Music that goes, oh, oh, like You know, ethereal fairy music. That's what we're getting. Love it. Wow. What a good trailer. It was like a montage of the whole movie. But let's watch it. I literally have not seen this movie since my childhood, so I'm excited. Yay! I'm so excited! Barbie's little sister.
But what if I hate it? You remind me of a story. It's about a girl whose painting saved her life. But you probably don't want to hear it.
This is another recurring thing in a lot of the Barbie movies, is that it'll start off with Barbie telling her younger sister a story, and the movie is the story.
Wash and mend my clothes.
Folded and put away.
Gothel. Babe has boots the house. Our evil queen Gothel is voiced by Angelica Houston, who actually won this movie Best Character Actor for the 2002 DVD Exclusive Awards. Let's give her snaps.
I've taken care of you since you were a baby, and this is how you thank me? By frittering away your time? Painting?
She really is giving this voice acting her all. I mean, she's killing it. She is killing it.
Oh, and bring me a snack. Ooh, your little friend will do.
What's that animal called around her neck? Is that a meerkat or something? I love that she has like a live pet meerkat around her neck, because I feel like typically that fashion style that she's wearing, it's a dead one around your neck. So I love that he's very much alive, and he's her quirky little evil side character.
Whoa.
Aw, I remember that. I remember that Penelope, she's like the dragon who has a hard time breathing fire. I love that. I love that trope. I would like to see it more because it's just like a beautiful metaphor for self-confidence. Hidden rooms and trapdoors. That is in a lot of movies from my childhood, and I love that shit. I freaking love it. I cannot get enough of it, and I want a house with hidden rooms like this, so I can live out my Barbie dreams.
My mistress is ready for her beauty nap. Step to it, girl.
The muskrat is so queer-coded, and I love that.
Oh, allow me, mistress.
I love that he is her neck pillow and sleeping mask. That is so helpful. I would love a little cuddle pet to do that to me. Rapunzel is very brave going down into this tunnel.
Maybe this isn't a good idea.
Now there's the understatement of the 17th century.
I do not remember this British hair. Like, he's very snarky, and he exists nowhere in my memory, so obviously kind of lame. I think his name's Moby. I don't remember there ever being a Moby toy, and when I was looking at toys from this movie, I did not see the rabbit included in any of the merchandise. So maybe that's like why I don't remember him as a character. Like, they had a Penelope toy, but they didn't have a Moby toy.
I've never been outside the magic wall. This is my chance. Maybe my only chance.
Isn't it so disturbing that Rapunzel's like an indentured servant here? Or she's literally like a kidnap victim, actually. Whoa. And she like finds this tunnel and she's like, this may be my only chance to see what's outside these castle walls. Let me take that opportunity. That is brave and scary and horrific. And I don't think I was mentally prepared to understand the kidnap concept as a kid.
I don't believe
I don't believe it. Okay, so that is so beautiful, the way she goes into that dark tunnel, and there's the spiral staircase with the beam coming through, and she's like, and then she like peeks through somehow through like a cave, and there's boulders, and there's the beautiful blue sky. Like, I'm immersed. I am in this fairy tale right now.
Oh, it's your father. He's looking for you.
Oh my god, Penelope's father? He's a full-grown daddy dragon. Aw, Penelope looks so cute next to him, especially with her ears back.
Let me see you at your fiercest. Breathe fire. Terrify me.
Who says dragons are supposed to be terrifying,
It's high. Oh, it's really, really high.
I love that she's scared of heights. Like, that's so relatable. Oh, I remember these girls. No!
Just hold on. I'll get you.
He grabbed her waist.
Thank you for saving my sister.
His sister? Why does his hair look gray? Right? He looks old. Has she even ever seen a man before? She doesn't look surprised.
What beautiful girls.
Wilhelm claims our king did something terrible to him years ago.
But if he didn't do it, can't the kings talk? Explain?
It's too late for that. The only way to end the feud is through force.
Well, that seems foolish.
Talk about an outsider perspective. If you ever need one, call up Rapunzel. Spy. Meerkat spy.
A little interesting news for you. I saw somebody today in the village. Just a certain girl with long blonde hairs.
What?
Long blonde hairs.
The most handsome man I've ever seen.
And you've seen how many men before?
That's what I'm asking. How many men has she seen before?
I heard you met someone special. Who was he?
I don't know his name.
Liar!
I said she was evil for a reason.
Can't keep me locked away from the world forever.
Watch me.
Watch me. Damn. Yes, I remember this part where she ruins Bestie's life.
When I come back, I want a name. In the meantime, clean up this mess.
Gothel said, ooh, look what she made me do. Now clean it up. Aw, Penelope is ashamed of her father being the horsey dragon for Gothel.
Stefan?
Yes?
Nothing. I'm just glad you're my brother.
Stefan, things that make him attractive. He will save you while you're saving a little girl. You know, placing his hands on your hips. And he has a lot of siblings, so he's good with kids. That's all I know about him. Okay, yes, babe. Her with her hair down.
And I'll come up.
How?
Let down your hair.
You're tripping if you think you're gonna climb up my hair. Rapunzel doesn't talk about it, but that shit hurts.
How did you find me?
Yeah, literally, how do you find her?
I searched everywhere.
Looking into people's windows? Oh my god, they got me! It was just a nightmare! The magic of stars and dreams turned the hairbrush into a paintbrush. But not just any paintbrush, you guys. It's a magic paintbrush. Just wait and see. One thing I do like about this animation is I think that they do look like the dolls. This is my favorite scene! I remember this scene. This is my favorite scene. They're gonna turn the berries into paint. And that blew my little mind.
We forgot one teeny tiny detail. A paintbrush.
No. If only there was a paintbrush. This part is so iconic.
My name is...
Please, don't tell me.
Why not?
It's better I don't know.
She's so smart for that. She shouldn't know his name.
I don't think this dress is right for a masked ball.
Yes! Okay, an iconic staple in every Barbie movie is the dress transformation moment. So I think we're about to get our dress transformation, and I think the paintbrush is involved.
I wonder...
Like, how did she do that? It's literally magic.
I think it's too simple.
As a kid, I always liked this dress. Okay. She looks like a wedding cake topper. Avant-garde but hideous. Love that. What's it gonna look like? It better be purple. Rapunzel's color is purple, right? What? Show me the dress. They're teasing us. We don't get to see it? Oh my god! It's pink, actually. No, it is purple. Yeah, it's sparkly. Yes, her hair. The smoky eyeliner on the evil queen. That is a nice detail.
No! No, no. It's only hair.
Chaining up Big Daddy Dragon? The little girl's dressed up like a peacock, like Barbie the Peacock movie.
Look at me. I'm chained like a common dog because of you and your friend.
She shows up in Rapunzel's hair. I do not remember that. Oh my god.
Rapunzel?
She really just wants Rapunzel's life. Kind of creepy. Why is this like The Shining?
The masked lady finally stops.
Catfished.
I thought you were...
Rapunzel. Yes. So I gather.
The spell only traps a prisoner with a lying heart.
But Rapunzel isn't a liar.
That's very specific for the spell to only trap those with a lying heart.
She would have been my daughter if you had married me.
You kept me locked up my whole life because you hated my father?
He deserved to suffer as I did.
It's petty, but you know, I support it for some reason.
You and your friends won't live to see the next sunrise.
Murder?
Ow.
When did they plan that? Trapped in the prison she built. That's deep. That's actually so brilliant that she is stuck in there because she's a liar. She could do better. Like, really, I think Rapunzel, like, don't fall in love with the first man you see.
Peace returned to the land.
You guys remember that this was all a story that Barbie was telling her little sister? Bet you forgot. Marriage. I love that Penelope could repair her relationship with their father. She did it. She married a man. Now she can be happy.
The magic comes from here.
You're right. She painted what she dreamed.
When you do that, you never go wrong.
Wow, I love the message at the end there. Like, I'm a sucker for, like, magic. Moral of the story. Your imagination is magic. And your dreams and painting your dreams is actually, like, creating real life magic. And I think that's a beautiful thing to believe in. Because I wholeheartedly believe in finding the magic and things like that. And also, It's okay to be delusional and petty and make the guy who scorned you suffer by kidnapping his daughter and making her your slave. All that is okay, but it's not okay to be a liar. Nobody likes a liar, and if you lie, you're gonna get locked up in a tower for the rest of your life. These movies were not just made for the Barbie-loving kids of the world. Let's be honest, these movies were made to sell toys. And sell toys they did. And I loved those toys. I thought it'd be interesting if we would look at the main character dolls that they sell for each of the movies that we talk about today. I'm only going to be talking about like one toy for each of the movies, but I do not want to understate how many dolls that they got out of this movie and every Barbie movie they've ever released. Like literally every character you see in the movie pretty much is a doll. Like the little girls they had as the doll, they had the prince as a doll, they had, you know, they'll have the horse and the carriage, they'll have the whole castle play set, like they'll have Rapunzel's tower. They're making bank out of everything that's in this movie, and as a kid, from a kid's perspective, like that just kind of like increases the value of the toy and the desirability of the toy, because the toy already has like this magical universe and backstory to it that I can kind of jump off of in what I pretend play with the doll, you know? Thought that was very interesting. So let's take a look at the Barbie Rapunzel doll in box. It came with a little miniature plushie Penelope. The average resale price for this doll today on eBay is $86. This is one of the dolls that I actually did have. I love her dress. I think it looks just like the one at the end of the movie. I think in the advertisement that I found for this video, they said that the hair grows, but I did not have the version where the hair grows. I think that's a very cool idea though. But this doll was cool because it came with Penelope. I loved this Penelope doll. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but the way that the ears are folded. I would play with Penelope's ears on this toy like it was one of those like pop it fidget toys where I would just like pop the ears inside and out. That was a lot of fun. Let's watch the ad.
Starring in her new movie, Barbie as Rapunzel. She's trapped in the tower, the ball's in an hour.
She's trapped in a tower. Singing so happily about being trapped in a tower. I love that.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
In a minute.
Rapunzel doesn't actually let down her hair once in this entire movie. I mean, she kind of does in that like dream sequence that she has, but that's not real life. Like the prince never actually comes to the tower at all, and he never climbs her hair. So there is no real like Rapunzel, let down your hair. And I'm wondering like why they made that creative decision. What's the reasoning behind it? Because, you know, if they were trying to go for a more like modern girl-friendly tone, you know, where they're like, okay, we don't need the prince to come rescue Rapunzel out of the tower. She's gonna get out of the tower through friendship with her dragon friend and through being kind and magic. She's not gonna have a prince save her. But then they kind of would just like, they go against that by having her whole life being summed up to a happy ending because she gets married to this guy, the first ever guy that she's just seen.
Add more hair on. Now it's really long. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, time to go.
Okay, and this is actually a really good and brilliant advertising strategy that Barbie used that totally got me. Was not only do we have, you know, this animated, which in a kid's head is like real life version of the movie, but then also whenever they're selling the toys to us, they show us kids playing with the real doll, and it's like, look, this could be you playing with this doll. like, I still want this doll so badly. I used to have it. I don't have it anymore. Watching this ad, like, I want it so bad, because in the commercials they can add all these effects where the doll is like in like being, you know, magic and stuff, and the kids are like, wow. And they always have all of the complete collection play sets and stuff, which obviously makes it better.
So they went to the ball and lived happily after all.
World of Rapunzel dolls, dragon, and playsets, each sold separately.
Each sold separately. That's how they get you, because in the commercial they show you everything and it looks so awesome, and it's just so expensive, you know, for each thing. It's so expensive. Like, no one can have that whole unless you're really rich, but they really know how to sell to the kids. I should have more to say, right, about what it feels like to be like advertised to and like told these messages about what a happily ever after means, but I kind of like don't have anything to say. Like, it doesn't bother me because I'm feeling nostalgic now for these times where I loved this stuff, even though as an adult I can see how it's not cool to advertise to kids and stuff like that. But as a kid, like, these commercials and stuff are so magical, and I just loved Barbie so much, and I have a hard time seeing the harm in that. I don't know. I think Barbie is just kind of a sensitive subject because historically, right, it's like, you know, she's all white and the body standards and all that, which is very valid, and I agree with that. But we've come so far, you know? Like, part of me, you know, when I think about, like, kids today, because I'm like, I watch these movies and I'm like, man, I wish I kept my original, like, Rapunzel doll, and, like, wouldn't it be nice to, like, give that to my niece and be like, I used to play with this doll as a kid. But my niece actually has, like, a lot of different dolls that are not just Barbies, but other dolls, and even her Barbies. Like, she has Barbies of all different, like, skin colors and sizes, and I think that's really awesome. I don't think it's good to go back, maybe. Like, I wouldn't want, like, a kid to, like, maybe grow up with only having, like, these super skinny white Barbies in, like, 100 different versions. I think it's good to have the variety and the equality, I guess, and representation, because let's be honest, like, part of the reason Barbie struck such a chord and the reason why I loved it as a kid was because, like, I had that representation. As far as I was concerned, I looked like Barbie because I had her exact features. I had blonde hair and blue eyes, and I was white. So I really could picture myself as Barbie in all of these movies, and when I played with her as a toy, I projected myself onto the doll, and I would pretend it was a grown-up version of me in some fantasy adventure I created in my head. And I've never had the experience of not being represented through a toy, and those memories are so precious and formative to my development, and I wish that for everyone as a kid to play with. Like, I think everyone should be represented because it's so important. And whenever I look now, like, on the Mattel websites, I see that they actually did have, like, African American versions of, like, these same Barbie movie characters. Like, there's a African American version of this exact Rapunzel doll, but that's not the one that they're going to show in the advertisement. That's not the one we see in the movie. I am curious to know if they would make it, like, they wouldn't make as many African American dolls as they would the white dolls, right? And, like, I don't remember ever walking through Walmart and, like, seeing the Rapunzel doll and then seeing the black version of a Rapunzel doll. I don't have that memory, but obviously they did exist because I did see that. So yeah, it's a heavy conversation. I just want this to be like a fun video where I reminisce on things that I loved as a childhood, but I think I would be doing a disservice not to mention those things. So the next Barbie movie we're going to be watching is Barbie Fairytopia. Barbie Fairytopia premiered on Nickelodeon March 6, 2005, and then it later released to DVD March 8th. In this movie, Barbie stars as Elena, a magical fairy. Elena is voiced again by Kelly Sheridan. Surprise, surprise. I mean, she is the voice acting queen. The director of this movie is Walter P. Martisius. He also directed Barbie Mermaidia. Those are his only 2 directing credits, but he has a lot of other work he's done as production designer and in the arts department. Barbie Fairytopia was co-directed by William Lau, who's actually worked on a lot of other Barbie movies as well. So this is the first Barbie movie with its own original story and not just a retelling of some old fairy tale. Like, for example, Nutcracker, that's always been a famous ballet, and Rapunzel, that's a famous fairy tale. This is its own original thing. And also, I thought it was interesting that this is the first movie where Ken doesn't make an appearance. Because let's be honest, us girls don't need the guys to thrive. Especially not whenever you're a magical fairy. Okay, now let's start the movie. Wow, oh my gosh, this movie is immediately like 10 times more colorful and beautiful than the Rapunzel movie. I mean, in my head, I knew it was a magical, but I didn't expect it to live up to my, childhood memories, which it does. We've had like every color of the rainbow here so far. I always really loved Alina's hairstyle in this movie. So cute.
Hey, what do you call a fairy without wings?
I don't know. What?
Nothing. Who'd want to call a wingless fairy?
I'll talk about it later, but I used to have like a couple of Barbies from this movie. But one of the Barbies I had was like a purple Barbie, and I think she's one of the bullies in this movie. Also, I totally forgot that like the main plot line here is that Alina is the fairy that doesn't have wings. So she's really not like other girls. She's different, and that's why she gets bullied. Yes, she is bestie. Yellow girl. Always gotta have a side character to give you that slapstick comedy. Bibble does it best. Does Bibble like to play fetch? It doesn't seem like he's good at it.
But hey, if you don't care that Topaz has been kidnapped, that's fine with us. Kidnapped? That's what everyone's saying. Haven't you noticed that you're like the only fairies out in the meadow?
Somebody's been kidnapped. Both movies we've talked about involve kidnapping plot lines. Hello, very dark for a kids movie. Also, I love that these mean girls are still looking out for their victims, They're like, hey, like only we can bully you. Like, I don't want you to get kidnapped, okay? Somebody else has already been kidnapped, so maybe you should go somewhere else.
Look, just because we make fun of you, that doesn't mean that we want to see you in no-fly zone here, kidnapped by Laverna.
Oh, come on. She doesn't really exist.
This is interesting, because I do remember the villain being Laverna, because you don't forget a name like that. Laverna, yeah, she's forever cemented in my mind as like the evil person in Barbie Fairytopia. But they're saying like, don't be serious, guys. Laverna's just a myth, which I don't remember that part. So maybe Laverna is like a creepy tale that they all tell each other but don't think is real.
Are you okay getting back to Peony? Of course. See you later!
Really gonna ditch your friend after you just learned somebody was kidnapped in these parts? She can't even fly. I always thought it was so cool that her rose petal house opened for her. Also, that house would just like smell good, all the time. Ugh. Yes. That bed is everything. Also, her with her hair down. Gorgeous. I literally want my room to look like this. It's like being inside a womb. Kidnapped victim. Laverna? Why does her voice sound like that? Oh yes, Laverna is sexy. She has a very soothing voice. Love the beauty mark. Honestly, like, I don't remember there being a Laverna Barbie because she's evil and they don't usually make the villain Barbies. But I think it would be so fun to have a Laverna Barbie because she's cute. She's got green hair, a beauty mark. Her gown is so pretty.
Those who breathe it become so weak that they start to lose the power to fly.
So she's got control of this poison gas that makes fairies unable to fly. You guys see where this is going, right? With Elena. They're like extra skinny in this movie. Their arms are like the size of my pinky.
It's strange that she didn't sing to wake us up. Oh, Peony!
So her home is a peony, and it's like a smart house because it's an actual flower, but because of the poison gas she's dying, and apparently her house usually sings to wake her up, which is so cool, but her whole neighborhood is dying. If you think about it, this poison gas really could be a big metaphor for global warming and pollution.
What'll happen to Peony?
Not Peony! Interesting how Barbie has green eyes in this movie, because famously, Barbara always has blue eyes. But of course, Barbie the actress can wear contacts, so maybe Elena has green eyes.
I'm used to walking. You're not. It would be too hard for you. Besides, if you aren't home by dark, I don't even want to think about what your mom would do.
She'd panic.
Does Elena not have a mom? Because her friend Dandelion can't be out or else her mom will be worried. But what about Elena's mama? Also, it's so true that Dandelion would be terrible at walking. I mean, if you just fly all the time, like, you'd have no leg muscles. She couldn't do this journey on foot. Are you kidding me? Elena's the only one that can.
Show me my sister.
I forgot about this. I forgot Laverna has a sister.
Never saw it coming when I slipped some of my formula in her buttercup milk.
Poisoned her own sister into a coma. This is really like your classic hero's journey movie. I think Elena has Ant-Man abilities because she's small, she can jump really high. So it's not just like if I was a fairy and I didn't have wings, you know, she can jump higher than me. Oh my god, and really this is the first time I got a good close-up of Elena's makeup. It's gorgeous. She's got the pink, but she's got this like swirling detail. It's beautiful.
We just received a message. Ruby and Amethyst have been taken.
More kidnapped victims, Ruby and Amethyst. It seems like all of the people of the Fairy Council are named after, like, color names. 'Cause get it? The rainbow, colors of the rainbow, fairies. You wouldn't get it.
I need you to fly to Azura and bring her the news.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Why is she doing this? Oh, because she's trying to follow that guy to find Zora. But he flies and she doesn't. She really just should have talked to him. I'm sure he would have given her a ride.
I know you're there. Leave immediately or I'm calling my guards.
No!
I remember that she's important because she has a fairy necklace. And you only have a magical butterfly fairy necklace if you're special.
Come to the window. Slowly. Come in. Come in.
Okay, so she's recognizing something special about Elena that she doesn't see in everybody else. Because before she didn't seem to care about her, but now she does, and I want to know why. Magic! I love how magical this movie is.
You know you have the rainbow in your eyes.
The rainbow! The rainbow in her eyes!
And I believe it's because of Laverna.
I always thought she was a myth.
Oh no, she's real.
Confirmed. Laverna's real. Obviously.
I want you to hold something for me.
Her necklace.
Yes! The necklace! Wow, so I guess if you're a special magic fairy, the reflection in your eyes shines rainbow, which I think only other magic special fairies can recognize. So apparently Elena has that, and she's like, what? No way. I'm not special. I don't even have wings. Like, I can't even fly. Also, this bed, again, looks so comfy, cozy. It's like a pedal hammock bed. I want that. Wake somebody up via tickle. That is like actual torture.
Going somewhere, Azura?
Good morning, Azura. Azura?
She didn't even notice her friend got kidnapped because she was sleeping too hard. Oh my god, they're just tied to a tree out there?
Get back here! Get on my back!
Yeah!
I said, get on!
Yes! I forgot about him! Okay, I know you guys have seen Thumbelina before. For my Thumbelina fans, you know who this reminds you of. This is literally like copied straight out of Thumbelina, I swear. But we still love him. Honestly, like I've always thought he's charming and suave and he could be Elena's love interest. Bibble's into it. Okay, her evil plan is coming together, you guys. She needs all the fairies from the Fairy Council to be there for her evil, wicked spell. Each fairy guardian has their own unique color necklace.
I'll suck the power from the necklaces the enchantress gave you and transfer those powers to me.
Uh-oh, Azura gave her necklace away, remember? That ruins her plan. So she had to know that Laverna only wanted her for the necklace, and that's why she gave it to Elena. Spiky birds! That must be really scary for them. Because birds eat, like, fairies, I guess.
Hold on!
Damn, this is really just adding to this butterfly sex appeal. It's pretty gory. Only one bird flew into the rock and guts went everywhere. The mermaid! I forgot he's in this movie. He's actually in Barbie Mermaidia, which is the sequel to Barbie Fairytopia.
You have any idea how low you were zooming? Some of us were trying to... Oh, hi.
Hi.
So he clearly has eyes for Elena. I mean, who wouldn't know?
Eat that. All of you.
Ugh, why?
Because the seaweed makes you breathe underwater. I remember that. It seemed so believable to me as a kid that there was a special seaweed that could make you breathe underwater for a certain amount of time. Like, that just sounds like it should exist, right? He's holding her hand. They are moving quickly. Uh-oh, making eye contact. It's a little romantic.
You don't have to thank me. I wanted to help.
Kiss. How is she gonna say goodbye to him? I love that he has eyeliner on, like winged eyeliner. Kiss her hand, please kiss her hand. Ugh, he didn't kiss her hand.
The sickness, it's bad here.
Pollution is killing the wildering wood, you guys. Wake up.
I'm trying to take care of you. It's what friends do.
Unfortunately for me, Elena sees him as a friend, and that's why he's the only one that she's kissed. Because, you know, it wouldn't be PG if it was a romantic kiss. It wouldn't be if she kissed that mermaid. That would make it PG-13. So for that reason, like, she gives a little kiss on the cheek. Crawl, girl. Babe crawls. Babe jumps. Babe walks. The only thing she doesn't do is fly. Yet.
Do we know the wildering wood? Well, we live here now, we certainly should.
What the fuck? Ew. I do not remember these creepy guys. Crawl core.
But, guys,
There's nothing here. Just a bunch of trees that look exactly like the ones we've seen before.
Now, does she not remember being in that flower rose petal and it being transformed into a magical fairy village?
Here? Where?
She's in a bad mood because they're obviously there.
I'm looking for the home of a dryad, and there's nothing here but a bunch of poor, sick trees.
Babe, you know there's a portal, right?
Look, I don't know what Azura told you about me, but I can't help you. She said you were loyal to Laverna once, so you'll know how to help stop her. That's what I said 10 years ago, when I realized Laverna was evil and left her service. I tried to talk to the Guardians and tell them I'd help, but only Azura believed I changed. The rest thought I was a spy.
So no, I'm not really excited about doing any favors for the Guardians. Thanks for dropping by, but get lost.
Okay, she is justified in not wanting to help after everything she's been through, but she does not need to give that attitude to Elena.
I don't know all of Fairytopia, so why would I risk my neck for them?
They're the friends you haven't met yet.
Excuse me?
That's what Azura would say. She means you have to do what's right, even if it's not the easiest thing for you. I guess she thought you knew that. I'm sorry I bothered you.
That was like subtle guilting she just pulled.
In no time at all, I'll have Azura's necklace and become your new queen.
You really think gathering our necklaces will make you queen? You have no way to take the power that's inside those gems.
So, it's a Thanos glove situation. Bibble is having the best time just playing, like, tag. Hide and go seek tag. No! No, Bibble, you got too confident. I love how the little cage that they have Bibble held captive inside has a tiny little hamster water bottle in case he gets thirsty. Like, that's really sweet of them to consider that. Hot take? Laverna's the prettiest one in this movie. And she has to climb all those stairs because she can't fly like everybody else. At least there is stairs, you know? Like, why would fairies even have to build stairs in the first place?
I'll be happy to let them go, if you give me Azura's necklace.
Just rip it off her neck. She saw the rainbow gleam. Only super special fairies have the rainbow eye.
You're laughed at. You're told you don't fit in. I know how that feels. And I can change it.
You can?
I remember this part. She tries to tempt Elena to the dark side by giving her evil magic wings. Okay, why are these wings, like, so beautiful, though?
Wings? You'll have them if you join me.
I want those wings. I want those. I would do it.
All you have to do is put Azura's necklace around her neck, and you'll get everything you've ever wanted.
She's hypnotizing her, I can tell. It's gonna form a rainbow. Then she'll be queen. Evil queen of Fairytopia.
Yes! They're the friends you haven't met, Elena.
I don't need your wings, Laverna.
Take that, Laverna. She's doing it for the friends she hasn't met yet. What do you know about that, Laverna? All your friends are boogers. Yeah, fungus boogers. Yay, everyone's free. Everybody can still fly and she still can't, but that's okay because she loves herself, I guess.
You have earned a great gift.
Yes! She gets a necklace of her own! The Enchantress has all the rainbow powers.
Elena!
Okay, so she does get wings. Oh, and she has the prettiest wings out of everybody's wings. She gets giant pink sparkly wings. It must be easy to fly if you can do it after never having to do it like that. Beautiful. That really does look like a fairy tale. That movie just flies by. Rapunzel was a lot shorter than this movie was, but like this movie is so good that it just feels like 10 times shorter than the last one, even though it's actually longer. I love the plot of this movie. I think that this movie holds up. I do. I love the story. Moral of the story, what about the friends you haven't met yet? You know, every stranger, they're not just a stranger. Danger. No, they could potentially be like a future friend of yours. So treat everybody with kindness, because you never know who's going to be your friend in the future. That's a beautiful message. So in this movie, according to Laverna, there are 7 regions of Fairytopia. From my childhood, I remember this. The old, like vintage Fairytopia website had this online game called Decorating Fairytopia, where they included all 7 of the regions of Fairytopia. And you decorate each place with like different colors or accessories. The 7 regions are Magic Meadow, Mermaidia, Laverna's Lair, and the Crystal Palace. So Laverna's statement in this movie is accurate. I think that the world building in this movie just blows me away, that they built so much world building and lore just from this one movie and they stuck to it. I love that, and I wish more movie franchises did that, like stayed true to the rules that they set in place instead of contradicting themselves. Barbie gets it right. Okay, so now I want to watch a couple of the classic doll commercials that came out of this movie for Barbie dolls. Okay, this is for Barbie Fairytopia.
From the new Barbie Fairytopia movie, about a beautiful fairy who saves the day and earns her wings. There's Alina, and look at her wings. Wow.
Okay, right off the bat, the doll that they're advertising is like 10 times prettier than the Elena in the movie. Like, this is like Elena with a TikTok filter on. Like, her colors are much more vibrant. Instead of like a rosy pink color, it's like a magenta pink mixed with orange. And her hair is down, which usually in the movie her hair is in a bun. But her wings light up, which is really, really special.
Now she can fly with her trusted fairy friends. And Bibble the brave, or not so brave. Now Alina and her spectacular new wings can fly the skies of Fairytopia. Barbie Fairytopia dolls and movie each sold separately.
Okay, so it looks like all of the good fairies they pretty much had. I saw they even had those Munchkin fairy dolls, where they're not fairies, but their faces are like the middle of a flower petal. Again, I didn't see any of the evil guys. A good advertising tactic, for me at least, when I was a kid, was like the mix of the magical elements of seeing the fairies and the animation of the magic as the fairies like fly around and stuff with the music and stuff, mixed with the real life, like what it looks like with a kid playing with a toy. Like we see girls holding the dolls. We even see girls in the background like running around with little fairy wings on. Like, I loved seeing other kids in commercials playing with toys, because then I could easily envision myself playing with that toy. Here's another commercial for a Barbie doll I pulled.
If you're pure of heart and truly believe, you'll discover the rainbow to Fairytopia. Fairytopia, a world of wonder, where glittering sparkle fairies light up whispering woods.
I had this
where
doll.
Magical mermaids splash in the sea of dreams. If you truly believe, we'll show you the way. Barbie and friend dolls each sold separately.
So this is an advertisement for Barbie Fairytopia, but they also have mermaid toys in this movie, and I don't think that Barbie Mermaidia had come out yet, which is interesting. Again, they're mixing, like animating the actual Barbie dolls to look like the dolls are magic, mixed in with the girls playing with the dolls. I'm a sucker for that. But I did have this purple doll from this commercial. I had this doll and I loved her, but this is the thing about the character dolls, especially ones that are as extravagant as this. Her shirt, as you can see, it's like a glittery corset top. Most Barbie outfits come off, like it's got Velcro so you can take it off and change the outfit. Even for a Barbie doll like this, like she wouldn't come with different outfits, but even still you could take off her skirt and replace it with any other Barbie skirt you have in your collection. Well, the thing about this Barbie was that her top was not removable because it wasn't like fabric. It was like the doll itself just had like painted on glitter to look like a corset, but it wasn't actually a shirt. So I always thought that was kind of annoying when I was playing with this actual doll as a kid, because I couldn't like change her top and stuff. I couldn't take off the paint on the doll. Let's take a look at the Elena Barbie doll closely. Here she is, new in the box. I also had this Barbie doll. It's so funny, like how they capture every single detail of Elena, but Bibble, it's like they do not give any fucking care about putting any kind of detail into Bibble. Like they just like squirted him out of a icing pipette or something. I remember when I was a kid, Elena's shoes were really hard for me to put back on her because the Barbie foot would like get stuck in between the wrong hole of the sandals and stuff. I loved this Barbie's hairstyle. I love that they captured Elena's iconic eyeshadow, eyeliner, makeup look from this movie. Like the doll itself had this swirl. Oh, yes, I remember this about the doll. So you see her top is exactly like her top from the movie. It's made out of this silky material to look like rose petals or whatever. And it has these like rose petal antenna things coming up on either side, jutting out from the shoulders. Well, I guess like because those pieces might maybe like flop down, what they did to keep them upright looking like rose flower petals instead of sagging and drooping down was they had like the shirt had a sticky part to the Barbie doll, and whenever, as I did with all of my Barbies, I would rip her clothes off, try and change her into a different outfit, because that's the best part of a Barbie doll, is like changing out their different outfits. For me, at least, that was my favorite part about Barbies, was like coming up with different outfit combinations. And that's really where my love of fashion came from. But this Barbie doll, like I had to like rip like the sticker part of the shirt off. When a doll or something has like sticker residue left on it, then like hairs and dirt stick to that object more. So my Barbie doll had like this like black goop and stuff all over her chest that was like impossible to come off. So she always was a little dirty looking. The Elena Barbie doll in box with Bibble. Today you can find that online for an average of $119. So wow, that is like a lot more than the Rapunzel doll, but that's pretty crazy. It definitely was not that much back in the day, but probably still expensive. I actually had a really hard time trying to find out like how much these Barbies were worth whenever they came out, like in 2005, because I really was curious to know, because Barbies are not cheap. They've always been on the expensive side. Obviously, I'm cherry picking some of my favorite Barbie movies and ones that I have the most memories with. But yeah, I definitely didn't have like every Barbie for every Barbie movie at all, because Barbies were expensive and I would only get them on like really special occasions like my birthday or Christmas.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. I had a lot of fun taking a trip down nostalgia lane. I want to say thank you to all my Patreon supporters out there. You guys keep me going, keeping me on my YouTube grind, and I appreciate you so much. If you aren't already, please consider becoming a member of my Patreon. I release videos before YouTube gets to see them and other exclusive content, so it's also just a great way to support me if you're interested. Let me know if you want me to do another Barbie themed video. I think it would be fun to review Barbie in a diamond castle, so let me know if you'd be interested in that. Until next time, Camcorder Cameron signing off.